you need tonight. A little something to whet your appetite, and it's gonna make you feel alright. Sweet Gravy and Carmen Kirk, check them out as they go to work. Congratulations on your new podcast. Now open up a can of whoop ass and blast, blast, blast. This is Angelo, and I hope you like this show. Wow.
Ooh, Carmen, welcome back to another episode of Sweet Gravy.
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
You know, it's weird how you get older and your tastes kind of change.
Yeah.
In my young teenage years, I was a big Wes Anderson man. Mm-hmm. My favorite movie, The Life Aquatic, with Steve Zissou.
Yeah.
It's a Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
Still my favorite, but he just put out a new movie called Asteroid City. Mm-hmm. And initially I was like, oh man, I gotta check it out. And it's there for me to see, and I haven't gone to view it yet.
Well, it's in a movie theater?
It's in the movie theater. It's on VOD.
Is that what you're gonna view?
No, but what I'm saying is, it's kind of like maybe the Wes Andersons have lost the interest a little bit.
That's because you play things out too much.
But it's a new movie though, Carmen.
I know, but you've watched the Wes Anderson things so many times that maybe you don't want to see it
maybe
more.
I don't want to see it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's still some classics in there.
I mean, I did the same
The Royal
thing
Tenenbaums. Oh, that's his best movie, right?
The Royal Tenenbaums?
Yeah.
I've played things out before, like Sons of Anarchy, Smallville. I watched it so
you
many
watch
times.
half a season, you run out of Smallville.
Huh?
After you watch half a season of Smallville,
I watched the entire collection, probably about
nerd
60 to
That's the
100 times, so I can watch it again. But in a few years, about 5 more years, I'm gonna rewatch all that stuff.
I bet you
again.
won't.
Maybe not, because I already played it out.
You don't even watch the Sons of Anarchy spinoff.
No, I don't like that.
Why not?
Because
The people are different.
yeah.
That's what makes it better.
What was the main character name in Sons of Anarchy?
I don't know. Jax.
Yeah.
Jax.
Yeah. What was his name? What's his actual name?
I don't know.
You know who he is.
I can't think of it right now.
All right,
It doesn't matter.
I can't think of it right now, but the main character is cute, so that's pretty much why you watch it. And then if the spinoff he's not in it, nobody watches it.
You don't
That's the
think so?
same reason why nobody wants to watch the new Flash.
That's not the reason why people don't want to watch.
That's why I don't want to watch it.
They don't. A lot of people don't want to watch the new Flash because he do weird things.
And he's not attractive.
No, that doesn't really have anything.
Well,
to do
I
with
think I don't want to watch it for that reason.
Okay.
I'm sure other people don't want to watch it for that reason. So I'm not the only one thinking that way.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
He has a lot of legal issues.
Mm-hmm.
He got into some fights in Hawaii, and supposedly he is what's the phrase that they use? It doesn't matter. He's a
bad boy.
Raising women to be a certain
Red
way.
shirting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Grooming?
Yeah. Grooming. Yeah.
That's the new actor?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you didn't choose the kid who plays the Flash in all the CW shows. Instead, you chose a rapist? That's ridiculous.
Well, you can't say that.
Well, he's red shirting, grooming. What do you call that? When you grooming little girls until they older. That's that Marcus Houston stuff. He married his wife the day she turned 18. Boy, bye. You've been with that girl since you've been 16 years old. You waited to the day she turned 18 and then married her. And then now you got to explain yourself because it looks disgusting.
Right.
It's a reason that you had to go on the tour and explain that, because people, if without explaining it, people is looking at you funny, and even when you explain it, people look at you funny.
Right. That's not as weird as we thought it would, but it's not.
good either. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And with Marcus Houston, he said that he said, I like her because he pretty much said that he likes a younger woman because they don't have their own opinions and stuff. Like older women already kind of like know what they want out of life, and like he wants somebody to
come into their own yet.
Yeah, he likes that better. He doesn't want a woman who's like stuck in her ways and doing things the way she does it. He wants her to do things the way he wants
be
it.
malleable.
Yeah, I guess if you want to say that. But yeah, it's all creepy. They got a creep instead of just using a guy from the CW show that everybody liked and that everybody identifies as the Flash.
That was the big push. They were like, "Oh, just have him do it. He's already doing it."
Yeah,
but
nope. Instead, they chose that guy.
Well,
stupid decision.
All of those movies are getting changed anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yep, I'm just saying, y'all messed up, and now the movie didn't do very well. Yep.
Yeah. They said that Barbie made more money than The Flash and Indiana Jones.
Of course.
Not Indiana.
Maybe I don't know about Indiana Jones, but
Barbie made a lot of money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, in its first weekend, more than The Flash did its entire run.
But I mean, Barbie is from Barbie have been popular for so many generations of people. From I don't know if our parents had Barbies. If that I don't know how far back it reaches, but I know it was Barbies when we were kids, and then the kids under us, and then the kids under them, and then Barbie's still popping right now. Little kids still play with Barbies, so it's touched so many. Everybody identifies with it, so that makes sense that it would make a lot of money.
Yeah.
I don't like Ryan Gosling in it, but
why?
I hate it.
That's a selling point.
He looks crazy.
I don't know.
He does not look good with that blonde hair and no hair on his face. He looks crazy.
You think he would look better with blonde hair and hair on his face?
No, I just don't think he looks good in that role. I just don't like him in that role. It looks odd.
I don't know. I like.
I feel like they could have picked somebody else.
I
for
like
it.
Ryan Gosling. He does some.
Yeah.
Typically, his movies are pretty good.
Yeah, he does a good job. I like him in a lot of stuff. I just don't like him. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But who cares about my personal opinion?
Right.
So this we've been hanging out a lot lately because of your new adventure that you're going on, and we went to breakfast yesterday because our power went out because of a big storm.
Yeah, we had a big thunderstorm 2 days in a row, actually.
Yeah.
And one last night.
Yeah, so I was hoping that the power didn't go out again, but the power was out. Woke up and I'm like, oh god damn it! And you said let's go to breakfast. So you said, do you want to go to Olympic Diner? I said no. How about Cracker Barrel? And you was like, we can do that. Yeah. And then we go to Cracker Barrel, and Cracker Barrel is always a hit or a miss.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's what you expect, and sometimes it's not.
Even when it's a hit, that hit's a miss. You know. Yeah.
But I mean, they give you a lot of food. You leave full, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
So it's, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than Bob Evans. So it's like, at least we ain't going to Bob Evans. Their food is never a hit. It's always a mess.
Right.
So yeah, we go to Cracker Barrel, and we sitting down there, and then I'm like, okay, I want grits as a side, and the lady. And first off, their menu is a little bit different because you used to get the grits and the hash.
Yeah, it seems
something's taken off the menu. That's
the way that it was written was different. Typically, whenever you get one of the meals, you get you can either get apples or a hash brown casserole. Mm-hmm. Grits come with pretty much everything.
Right.
Yeah. But it didn't. That wordage wasn't on the menu.
The grits wasn't on there no more, so they're not giving out grits with every meal anymore. And I was like, all right, I'll take a side of grits, and the lady is like, oh, our grits you'll have to drink them.
She said they're too watery.
They're watery like soup. You'll have to drink them if you get them. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to let you know that. And I'm like, oh my god, like you guys, that's your signature thing to do. Why don't you have grits? She's like, they make them in a big pot, and so they take a while. I get that, but still, I don't understand why you guys don't have grits here today.
Well, they're there.
They're there, but you got to drink them.
Right.
So it's like, why is nobody making it over?
You just gonna remake the whole thing? I don't think that they sell that many, to be honest.
I think they do. When it came with every meal, they were for sure.
They put a lot on the table, but I think a lot were
Coming
sent
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Especially like certain demographics don't eat grits. Certain places grits are popular. Certain places they're not. So like everybody I've spoke to here, they're like, we don't eat grits.
Yeah.
Or cream of wheat. They don't care about cream of wheat either. They're just like, oh, that's just not.
No.
So I mean I can understand that. But yeah, so man, I don't know. You thought that I was being a little bit too difficult for this lady.
You were.
Well, I asked her for Cholula and she brought back Tabasco.
Yeah.
So then I said I wanted Cholula, so she brought that back. I needed more napkins.
More napkins.
And then she
Side
gave us
plates.
a basket of biscuits with no plates to put them on.
Yeah, she gave us a big thing of biscuits and gravy.
How are you supposed to eat them?
There's no room on our plates to put the biscuits.
And there's nowhere to put the gravy and biscuits. So it's like, can I get a side plate for the biscuits?
Can we get
like,
side plates?
She literally did more work because she was a shit server.
When you have to come back and go back and come back.
Yeah, that's your own
You're
negligence.
like, man, these people, they need everything. But if you just brought all the stuff out the first time.
They wouldn't ask you for anything.
Right.
It's just basic.
But if they don't need the stuff and you bring it out, then it's wasted energy, right?
It is, but you know that when you bring a basket of biscuits with fucking gravy, that you need plates to put it on. I think that's common sense.
I don't know. I had it all mapped out.
And then
the way that I didn't use the side plate. I ate my eggs, and then after I was done with my eggs, I put the biscuits there.
Okay, but you eat one item at a time.
Right.
Which is odd.
Right.
No, I don't want to just eat
See,
eggs
if the
by
world just
themselves.
ate like I did, we could get rid of all the side plates.
Oh my
There
God.
wouldn't need to be side plates
Yeah,
anymore.
but a lot of people need side plates, Kurt. That's
no,
not.
we can just be done with the side plates.
Oh my God. And then we finished. Kirk always finishes before me, of course. And we finish, and then he's like, "Are you done? I'm ready to go."
I
So
didn't
this
say-
makes
no,
my.
I said because you were literally just sitting there.
He always rushes me every time we go out to eat. He's like, "Oh my God, can we go?" And then you're like looking at me. You're like rushing me along. So every time we go to eat, I'm like, "Oh my God, like I gotta hurry up and eat real fast." I don't eat fast. I'm a slow eater.
You don't have to hurry and eat, but just actually be in the process of eating.
Okay, but I have to take a break, sit there, and then let it go down and digest, and then I eat some more, and that's just my process.
Right.
That's
but
just how
you
I
can
eat.
at least have like a fork in your hand.
I don't eat that
So
way.
It seems like you get mad that Moses stole your plate.
Mm-hmm.
The reason he stole your plate was you were sitting there with your hands down, and you weren't actively eating at all.
Yeah,
and
but why
hadn't
do
been
I
for
have
a
to
while.
do that for? Why do I got to do that for other
So
people?
Moses
to
came
make
in
people,
and took your plate, and there was no rebuttal because it's gone.
It's gone. He
Right.
took my plate and ran off so quick. I said, "Well, I guess I'm done eating."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You were done
Yeah, I was.
because after you wait that long, and then I say, "Are you ready?" You say that I rush you, but you really only need or going to eat 3 more bites anyway.
yeah, but I'm not
But then
done.
you take those extra 3 bites super slow because now you think that I'm being irritating. So then you're like, I'm gonna spite eat now.
No,
I know the game.
I never spite eat.
Uh-huh.
That's crazy. I eat slow, and every time it's so frustrating. Whenever we go out to eat, the server comes. You want a box? No. I'm still eating. I don't want a box, and I'm not gonna take breakfast home like the Klumps that was sitting behind us.
Call those people the Klumps. You can't call them.
We had the
Klumps.
We had the Klumps sitting behind us. This huge fucking family.
You can't call that family the Klumps.
Oh my God! It was the entire family. It was just these large people.
They were large people, and you sat where your back was towards them, where I sat where I got a full view of them.
Yeah.
And
Because you couldn't sit. I didn't think the guy was going to be able to get out the chair with me behind him.
Right.
But we left first.
We left first.
They were there before us. But they had so much damn food that we left before them.
They each had 2 plates,
Mm-hmm.
and they were on I don't know how all those plates fit on the table.
Yeah. They made it fit.
They made it fit, and you know it was really like I wanted to say something, but I thought it would be inappropriate.
What?
The wife of the group.
Mm-hmm.
She had an Adventure Time belt. Finn and Jake belt like I used to have, like my exact same belt, the one that broke because I wore it for so long.
You wanted to ask her where she got it?
No, I wanted to say I have that same belt. But then I was like, I can't tell this.
Well, when they all stood up, I don't think that she was the wife of the man. That looked like all three was her kids once they stood up. When I looked at them when they went to pay,
that guy was definitely older.
He might have been. I didn't get the vibe that they were husband and wife though.
They were
okay.
Husband, wife, 2 kids.
Yeah, so I guess you can't say that. Yeah. But it's like, listen, nobody wants your wife. Nobody want Mrs. Klump, boo.
You can't call them Mrs. Klump. That's not nice.
So I mean, Jesus Christ, it's just a Cracker Barrel experience. It is what it is.
Right.
I have so many people, and now this is a difference. Like, this is definitely like these are ignorant people, obviously, but I have people that I know from Detroit, and they're like, I would never go to Cracker Barrel. Isn't that for white people? It's like, why do you think that? Because of the name, you just automatically is like, oh, that's for white people. It's like, that's so fucking ignorant. It's ridiculous. And I know so many black people that has not been to Cracker Barrel and don't go because they assume that is caters towards the white demographic. I'm like, it caters towards people
like
affordable
country cooking.
Yeah, it's just fucking breakfast. It's just cheap breakfast. It's the same thing. I mean, what do you think IHOP catered to you? No, they don't cater. They don't want your ghetto ass in there. You think when they came up with the brand, they were considering that you were gonna be there, hanging out? It's more so catered towards families and then younger people at night. I don't think that. I don't know. I think people get things mixed up. If from that perspective, then Bob Evans and Olive Garden is the same exact thing as Cracker Barrel. If you look at it from that perspective,
I don't know. I can see that because it is kind of a country type thing, you know.
Right.
That makes sense.
But Bob Evans is similar, right? When you say
is Bob Evans? I mean, there's a lot of Bob Evans here. I don't think like there's 3 Bob Evans in like a 10-minute drive in any direction that we take from where we are right now.
Right.
I've never seen a Bob Evans that popular anywhere else.
That's true, yeah.
So I don't know. It could just be this
they're
place.
like, we're gonna take over Ohio.
Right.
We got them covered. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting, but yeah, Cracker Barrel is a good one. Like I said, sometimes you go and it's a hit for the most part. It's decent. And sometimes it's not. And it just is what it is, I guess. But we're gonna go back again.
Back to the Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, at some
I'm
point.
fine with never going back to Cracker Barrel.
Well, you don't want to go back to Golden Corral either.
No, I don't. None of those places.
Kirk is so uncomfortable at Golden Corral.
We can go to the Olympic Diner. We can go to Three Brothers. 2 different style breakfast spots.
Yeah.
How many breakfast spots do you need? I would like to go to the Chocolate Cafe more.
We can.
But see?
I got lobster bisque there. I can't believe they did that.
Why would you get it there?
I don't know. That was a dumb idea.
That's your fault.
That is my fault. I knew it was gonna be horrible when I
You
got
go to a little tiny cafe, you get lobster bisque.
Yeah, you would think the cafes can do it better than the mass production kitchens.
No, I wouldn't think that.
You would think somebody back there making and lobster. They just opened up a bag and they got a bad bag too. They didn't even get a good brand of it. That was the issue. They got a horrible brand of it.
I don't know why you do that to yourself.
Yeah, I always order the wrong things.
You gotta go simple.
Yeah. That's funny. It's like when we went to Fall River, Massachusetts for my school. We went to this place and they kind of specialize in wings, like a wing spot, late night wing spot. And I forgot what I got. I got a quesadilla or I got something, and they're like, you got the wrong thing. Because the wings came out, they were massive. They looked so good, and like everybody food looked so good.
And you're over there with your burnt quesadilla.
Yeah, the girl's like, you got the wrong
enough
thing.
Cheese on the edge.
Yeah.
All the cheese is in the middle.
It's like, man, that sucks.
Why did I do this?
So yeah, I definitely do that a lot. I order the wrong things when it comes to places. But the whole point of that conversation about Cracker Barrel is you have to understand that women cannot be rushed. You can't rush a girl to do anything. You have to just be patient and just wait. That's what you signed up for. That's part of it.
Who?
You.
Me?
Men in general. You're going to be with a girl, you got to wait. There's going to be some waiting involved. It takes us longer to do things. It takes us longer to do more things than you. We have a longer process, and you have to just be patient. You can't be rushing girls. It's just not, you just can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to learn that.
Okay. But if you've been not eating while we're eating for a while, and I know you like your food hot. So the longer you don't eat your food, the colder it gets.
The food was cold when it got to the table in the first place, so I don't think it was getting no colder than them eggs was already ice cold.
Okay. Well, anyway.
There was no cohesiveness in the kitchen.
I'm going to have to ask, are you done yet?
Oh, my God.
That's just what is going to happen.
Okay. I get it. Sometimes maybe I'm too slow, but
You are.
oh my God, every time when we go out and we eat with your dad and Sarah, whenever we do that, like the first time we ever go to eat with them, I was like, yeah, I got another girl at the table, so like Kirk's not gonna be rushing me because we're both gonna be slow. And then Sarah, she's not slow. I'm the slowest one. So I still end up in the same position except for with 3 people looking at me instead of one person.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, this is the worst. And they're like, you want a box?
Like, here I am again.
Being asked, do I want a box again?
I'm back at the box.
No, I start strategizing. I'm like, okay, when I go out to eat with them, I'm going to order smaller stuff. And then we went out to that Sea Dogs, and then I got chicken tenders and fries. I was like, I'm going to get chicken tenders and fries. That'll be easy. They brought out these big-ass chicken tenders. I still was the last one. I was like, oh, my God. It didn't work out for me.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Oh, well.
Yeah,
You'll get there one day.
Yeah, one day.
You started with the plan. You just need to bring it to fruition. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny. But yeah, so more Golden Corral, more Cracker Barrel.
No.
When we go to Golden Corral, Kirk seems extremely uncomfortable. I think because there's so many people there and kids there, and everybody's touching everything. And
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you like places where it's all that chaos.
No, I feel like so you wanted to go to Golden Corral. So we went, and it was really expensive.
It was $40.
Yeah.
$39
for 2 of us.
Right.
And we just
I don't remember buffets being that expensive.
Yeah, we just got the standard
buffet. Yeah.
Standard buffet. That's it. It was super expensive.
Right.
And nothing's good.
No.
Nothing's good.
No.
Everything's bland.
Yeah.
Nothing is worthwhile. It's a waste. It's a waste of a meal.
It kind of is, but you was full when you left.
Sure.
Yeah, but you're just full of garbage,
right.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Then the ice cream machine was broken.
That's $10 out of the 40 right there.
Yeah. They had no vanilla ice cream. The machine half worked. They ain't had no bowls stocked. It was kind of a mess. Yeah.
No, I never liked it as a kid. Don't like it now. Down with the buffet. No more buffets.
Yeah, we don't have
Never
to do
again.
buffets, but there's this Chinese buffet here I want to go to.
No. Yeah, no.
No, we're okay. We won't do no more buffets.
Your birthday
for a
last
while.
year, we went to a Chinese buffet.
Oh, that was horrible. That was bad.
That was the worst.
That was the worst. Yeah. All right, we'll stop buffets for a while then.
Forever.
Yeah.
Never need a buffet.
No, we'll give it.
We don't ever
give
need
it
a
another
buffet
year or
ever again.
two, and then we gotta go. Cause I'll have to go by myself. Cause I have to get that fixed sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just nostalgia for me to go to buffets.
You can get a buffet, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be me.
That's so funny.
You can find somebody to go to the buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all right.
Yeah. I don't want nobody else to see how gross I am at a buffet though. That's so funny. So we finished watching Below Deck Down Under finally. And
Finally.
You think
We ran through it in a week, Carmen.
that was pretty good. I wanted to do it in a day, but Kirk didn't want to.
No, that's too much.
So we did Below Deck Down Under. We finished, and I thought it was a good season, and it was a lot of stuff going on this season. But they fired the chef that was there.
That's what you were waiting for the whole time.
I was waiting on them to get rid of that chef the whole time. So this guy, he pretty much, you could tell that he had talent in him, that he could, because he would do certain stuff, and it's like he knows what he's doing. He knows his way around the kitchen. He's just lazy.
Right.
He's a lazy chef. So he's like pretty much, don't tell the guests what they're eating.
Don't ever tell them what they're eating.
They just get what they get.
They get what they get. Yeah.
And then they had some guests that asked him, they're like, hey, like, for breakfast. Now, mind you paying thousands of dollars to go on this super yacht. Plus, you're expected to give thousands of dollars in a tip for the whole thing. And for breakfast, he gave them lox bagels and a bowl of berries. And he was like, they're having a healthy breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
And they're like, what?
Yeah.
And they didn't complain, but because they wasn't complainers, he's like, see, I did a good job.
Yeah, we got
just
away with
listen
it.
to me. We got away with it.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting to be that type of person.
Why?
Because you're doing you have the talent to do better.
Well, it's like we're talking with the side plates, right? You can either give them the side plates or not give them the side plates and run the bet if you're going to need to get them the side plates, right?
Yeah, but
he didn't need to do the extra work.
Yeah, I know. But
It's all done.
That's
done.
But don't you feel in your head you're cheating somebody out of their money by doing that? Because you are. And then if they ask for the side plates, don't get mad about it.
Right.
That's what he was doing. Like he would get, the lady said, can I get another lobster tail? And he said, no, this ain't effing Red Lobster. Go cook it. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, what do you mean? They paid the money. The food is included. You're supposed to like give them what they want as far as food. It's like, if he was acting like that and I was on a boat, I'd be like, can we get a pizza now? Can we get this? I'd be asked for extra stuff. Because he's being a jerk, so I'm going to ask for extra.
You want extra because he's being jerky?
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. So they got rid of the chef finally, and I was pretty excited about that because it's the worst thing when you see a person is super talented. Reminds me of somebody we know. When you see a person that is super talented and they let the laziness take over them. And like he got fired literally because he was just lazy. And that's really bad to get fired for being lazy. That's the whole point of being at the job is to work.
To work.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got fired for
and
being
you're
lazy.
at this level where you're supposed to be like the tippy top, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And
You're supposed to be there. You make meals for 8 people.
Right.
3 meals a day. It should be really good, right?
Yeah, and it shouldn't be that difficult.
Right.
It's really not. Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's an interesting one because we've seen other chefs on there. Like this one kid they had on there. He was like 23 years old, and he was this weird, like artsy kid.
Yeah.
But the meals that he put out was so beautiful. Like he did
Beautiful
all
meals.
this cool stuff, like effortlessly. He didn't. Yeah.
And he was creepy towards the girls. He would like say, because he's like in his 20s, so he'd say like stuff.
He's still learning how to talk to girls at that age.
Yeah. And he's like, it's okay. I'm cool with my sexuality, you know? And then like these girls are like, ugh. Get this little boy away from me.
Yeah, because he looked like a tall little boy.
He looked like a tall little boy,
Yeah. But then the type of food that he was doing, you knew that he didn't study somewhere because he is extremely talented.
Right.
So he was like, when you compare the chef that was on there to the other chefs in the past, it's like he was probably one of the worst so far. Just because he was angry and lazy. How you gonna be lazy and angry?
You know what would be my dream cruise?
What?
So there's this documentary I like to watch. You know what it is?
What?
Deli Man. It's a documentary about Ziggy Gruber.
Yeah. People who don't know about this. You don't need to check it out. This guy is not a good guy.
Yeah, he is a great guy. Anyway, he runs a Jewish deli in Houston, Texas, and it's called Kenny and Ziggy's.
It started in New York, right?
No, he's always been in. He's lived in New York,
Right.
but that place has been in
Houston
always.
Mm-hmm.
And if we could get on a cruise where we get Ziggy Gruber to be our chef, that would be the best.
No, boy.
That would be the best.
Why?
Reuben's pastrami sandwiches.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I mean, yeah, but how
All
much?
the bagels you could want.
Oh my God, that's so many carbs. How much of that can you eat though?
2 nights worth.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
that would be the best. Oh
It
man.
depends on how much you pay for the cruise. If you spending a bunch of money on a cruise, like, man,
And then Ziggy can come out, and he's got these big ass glasses now.
Mhm.
He looks super cool. Oh man, I love me some Kenny.
man, when the cruise that we went on, that Disney cruise we went on, that's what you want when you first walk into a cruise. You don't want no deli sandwiches. You want they had prime rib and crab legs and lobster and mussels and like all those things. I wanted to get crazy, but I didn't want to embarrass myself, so I didn't do it. But I regret it now. I'm like, shit.
I don't know. I could do a Ziggy Gruber
Buffet,
meal plan. Just a meal plan.
just meal plan.
Just like plated, they bring it up to you, the whole thing.
yeah.
The fancy stuff, not the cruise, yacht.
You want the fancy Ziggy
Not
Gruber.
the cruise, the yacht.
Kirk, it's a deli. What are you talking about? That's
You gotta have all those
small
soups.
that's a small boat quality. That ain't no
It's not a yacht.
that ain't no yacht.
It's a small boat. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe they can make some good lobster bisque.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
Sure.
Or maybe not. Probably broccoli and cheddar.
That would be good too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. Yeah.
I
That's
think
what
the
we
lady
got.
here said that I always get the broccoli and cheddar from Subway. The lady here was like, I think that they stopped doing soups at Subway here. I'm like, why? She's like, I don't know.
I get it.
Why? Because nobody buys it?
Nobody buys it.
I do.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the only one
Yeah.
buying it. That's really funny.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Sweet Gravy Podcast. If you have any questions or suggestions, please go to sweetgravypod@gmail.com. You can also check us out on YouTube and every other streaming platform.
Awesome. Thank you. Bye bye.